What does luxury actually look like when it is built with steel, rooted in centuries of American architectural wisdom, and designed around the way people genuinely want to live, not the way a developer thinks they should? In 2026, the luxury Dogtrot Barndominium is answering that question with a confidence that is turning heads in the custom home world. These are not dressed-up metal buildings. These are architecturally sophisticated, intentionally designed, genuinely high-end homes that happen to be built on one of the most intelligent structural and spatial platforms available in residential construction today. And today I'm going to show you exactly what separates a luxury Dogtrot Barndominium from everything else on the market, what it actually costs to build one at this level, and the design decisions that make the difference between impressive and truly extraordinary. Subscribe right now and hit that notification bell because this channel covers alternative home builds, real design intelligence, and honest construction knowledge every single week. Like this video, if you believe that luxury should mean quality and intention, not just granite countertops and a 3-car garage in a subdivision. Stay with me all the way to the end, because the final section of this video is where I cover the interior finish strategies and the outdoor living details that genuinely define what luxury means in a Dogtrot Barndominium. And those details are what separate the builds people admire from the builds people remember for the rest of their lives. What makes a Dogtrot Barndominium genuinely luxurious in 2026? Luxury in residential architecture has always been about more than expensive materials. It is about the experience of space, the quality of light, the thoughtfulness of how a home serves the people living in it, and the sense that every decision was made with intention rather than convenience. The Dogtrot Barndominium delivers all of those things from its foundational architectural logic. And in 2026, the best builders and designers working in this space are taking that foundation and finishing it to a standard that genuinely competes with custom homes costing 2 and 3 times as much. The Dogtrot format, 2 volumes connected by covered breezeway, creates an immediate spatial sophistication that single-volume homes struggle to achieve. The separation of program into 2 distinct wings gives occupants a sense of arrival and transition that a standard floor plan cannot replicate. Walking from the bedroom wing through the breezeway into the living and kitchen wing is not an inconvenience. It is a daily experience of moving through a composed, beautiful outdoor room that connects you to the landscape, the weather, and the season in a way that an interior hallway never will. At the luxury level, that breezeway is not just covered and functional. It is designed as the finest outdoor room you have ever sat in. The Barndominium structural system contributes to the luxury proposition in ways that are often overlooked. The clearspan steel or post-frame structural system allows ceiling heights of 16 to 22 feet in the living volume, creating interior volumes that no standard stick-frame home can produce without extraordinary structural gymnastics and cost. Those soaring ceilings, combined with the wide, open floor plans that column-free construction enables, give a luxury Dogtrot Barndominium an interior scale that reads immediately as exceptional. The kind of space that makes guests stop when they walk through the door. At the luxury level in 2026, the Dogtrot Barndominium is also distinguished by its site integration. These homes are designed in relationship to their land, oriented to capture views, positioned to manage solar exposure, and landscape to create a composed arrival sequence that builds anticipation before you even reach the front door. The breezeway, when positioned to frame a specific landscape view through its open ends, becomes a picture window that changes with every season and every hour of the day. That kind of deliberate site integration is the hallmark of genuine architectural luxury. The exterior, creating a presence that commands attention. At the luxury level, the exterior of a Dogtrot Barndominium needs to communicate sophistication and intention from the moment it is visible from the road. This is achieved through a combination of material quality, proportion, detail, and the unique visual drama of the Dogtrot silhouette itself. The roofline is the starting point. A standing seam metal roof in a premium finish, aged zinc, weathered copper, or a dark charcoal galvalume, has a material richness that standard painted steel panels cannot replicate. At a steeper pitch of 8 to 12 on 12, The roof becomes a dominant architectural element that gives the building height, drama, and a residential scale that lower-pitched roofs simply do not deliver. A monitor roofline, with a raised center section running along the ridge featuring clear-story windows, adds another level of architectural complexity and allows natural light to enter from above in a way that is genuinely beautiful from both inside and outside the building. The exterior cladding at the luxury level moves beyond standard metal panels into a layered material composition. Dark metal panel, whether board and batten profile, flat panel, or corrugated, forms the primary skin. Locally sourced natural stone or thin brick veneer wraps the lower third of the building as a wainscoting element, grounding the structure with mass and material depth. Thermally modified wood, acacia, charred cedar, or reclaimed barnwood, appears at the soffit, the breezeway ceiling, and as accent cladding at the entry features, adding warmth and organic texture that steel alone cannot provide. The combination of these three materials, dark metal, natural stone, and warm wood, is the palette that consistently produces the most sophisticated and most admired luxury Dogtrot Barndominium exteriors in 2026. Window selections at the luxury level make an enormous visual difference. Oversized fixed and operable windows, floor to ceiling where the structural system allows, in black anodized aluminum or steel frames read as architecturally intentional and visually powerful. Large pivot entry doors in steel and glass, sized to the scale of the building rather than to standard residential proportions, create a moment of drama at the threshold that sets the tone for the entire interior experience. Integrated exterior lighting, concealed strip lighting at the roofline, uplighting on the stone wainscoting, and landscape lighting that plays off the dark exterior surfaces, makes a luxury Dogtrot Barndominium at night one of the most visually striking residential structures imaginable. The breezeway at the luxury level is designed as a true outdoor room visible as the compositional centerpiece of the entire facade. Structural columns of heavy timber, white oak, Douglas fir, or reclaimed longleaf pine frame the breezeway opening with warmth and mass. A tongue and groove ceiling in thermally modified cedar, detailed with concealed LED strip lighting along its perimeter, glows at night with a warmth that makes the breezeway irresistible. Oversized stone or large format porcelain tile on the breezeway floor, sealed and polished, creates a surface that is both beautiful and practical. Custom outdoor furniture, not catalog pieces, but furniture selected or designed for the specific proportions of the space, completes the composition. The interior, where luxury is earned or lost. The exterior of a luxury Dogtrot Barndominium creates the first impression. The interior is where the home either lives up to that promise or reveals that the investment stopped at the cladding. At the true luxury level, the interior finish strategy is as thoughtfully developed as the exterior design, and every space in both volumes is designed to perform at its best. In a living volume, the soaring ceiling height, 18 to 22 feet at the ridge, is the defining spatial feature, and every interior decision should amplify rather than ignore it. Exposed ridge beams and purlins in a contrasting dark finish draw the eye upward and emphasize the structural honesty that is one of the great virtues of barndominium construction. A double-height fireplace feature wall, in natural stone, large format concrete tile, or a combination of both, runs from floor to ceiling and anchors the living room with a kind of visual weight that only a tall volume can accommodate. A custom steel stair to a sleeping loft above, open riser, with glass panel or cable railing, adds a second level of spatial complexity and allows the full ceiling height to be experienced from multiple levels simultaneously. The kitchen in a luxury Dogtrot Barndominium living volume should be designed at the scale the space demands. A 12 to 16-foot island in waterfall edge stone, quartzite, marble, or a high-quality engineered stone is the functional and visual centerpiece. Custom cabinetry in a two-tone palette, dark base cabinets in a matte lacquer or wire-brushed oak with open upper shelving or glass front upper cabinets, keeps the kitchen feeling open and connected to the living space. A commercial-grade range, integrated refrigeration, and a dedicated butler's pantry behind the kitchen complete a culinary setup that is both functional at the highest level and visually extraordinary. In the bedroom volume, the luxury strategy shifts from drama to sanctuary. Lower ceiling heights, 10 to 12 feet, create an intimate, sheltered quality that serves rest and privacy. The master suite should occupy its own corner of the volume, with a private covered porch or terrace accessible directly from the bedroom. A threshold between the domestic interior and the landscape that is one of the most coveted features in luxury residential design. The master bathroom at the luxury level features a freestanding soaking tub positioned under a strategically placed window that frames a view without compromising privacy. A walk-in shower of generous proportions with floor-to-ceiling natural stone tile and a linear drain, heated floors, and a custom vanity with vessel sinks and statement lighting that reads as furniture rather than fixture. Flooring throughout both volumes at the luxury level should be wide plank hardwood, European white oak, walnut, or reclaimed heart pine, in widths of 6 inches or greater, with a low-sheen natural oil finish that reveals the grain and character of the wood rather than hiding it behind a plastic coating. In the bathrooms, natural stone tile, marble, travertine, or limestone carries the material quality of the exterior into the most private spaces of the home. The flooring choice is one of the most impactful decisions in the entire interior. It sets the material tone for every space, and it is the surface your feet touch every single day. The Breezeway at the luxury level, the space that defines the home. At the luxury level, the Breezeway is not a transitional space. It is the defining space of the entire home. It is the room guests remember longest, the space family gravitates toward in every season, and the architectural feature that makes a luxury Dogtrot Barndominium genuinely unlike any other home on the market. Designing the Breezeway at the luxury level means treating it with the same budget, the same material quality, and the same design attention as the finest interior room in the house. The ceiling, tongue and groove thermally modified cedar or white oak, detailed with concealed lighting, should be as beautifully finished as your kitchen cabinetry. The floor, large format natural stone, polished concrete with embedded radiant heating for cooler months, or premium sealed pavers, should be as carefully selected as your interior flooring. The furniture, custom designed or carefully curated pieces in weather-resistant materials that match the interior design language of the home, should feel like a continuation of the interior rather than a concession to outdoor conditions. An outdoor kitchen integrated into the Breezeway at the luxury level, with a built-in grill, a refrigeration drawer, a stone countertop work surface, and a bar sink, makes the Breezeway a complete entertainment destination that can host a dinner for 20 as comfortably as it hosts a quiet morning coffee for 2. A linear gas fire feature built into a stone console along one wall extends the comfortable use of the Breezeway into cooler evenings and adds a visual focal point that transforms the space after dark. The views through the open ends of the Breezeway should be treated as the most important windows in the house, because they are. Landscape design on the axis of the Breezeway, framing a tree, a water feature, a garden wall, or a distant horizon, turns those open ends into living paintings that change with every season. At the luxury level, the landscape architect and the building architect collaborate from the earliest design stages to ensure that the Breezeway view is as considered as the interior floor plan. That collaboration is one of the clearest markers of a truly luxury project. Honest costs and what luxury actually requires. A luxury Dogtrot Barndominium in 2026 is a significant financial commitment, and I want to be direct about what that commitment looks like so that nobody approaches this project with unrealistic expectations. Using 2 volumes of 1,800 square feet each, a living wing and a bedroom and private suite wing, with a Breezeway of 14 feet wide by 40 feet long, you have 3,600 square feet of enclosed premium living space and 560 square feet of luxury outdoor room under roof. At the luxury finish level, premium standing seam roofing, natural stone cladding accents, thermally modified wood features, oversized custom window packages, custom cabinetry, natural stone countertops and tile, wide plank hardwood flooring, high-end mechanical systems, and a fully finished outdoor breezeway with kitchen. Your finished cost per square foot for the enclosed living area runs $250 to $450 per square foot, depending on your region, your material selections, and your labor market. For a 3,600 square foot enclosed build at these specifications, that puts your realistic total finished cost, including foundation, site work, all systems, all finishes, and general contractor fees, in a range of $600,000 to over $1 million in most markets. That is a real number, and it deserves honest context. A custom luxury home of equivalent square footage and finish quality built in conventional stick frame construction in most markets costs $800,000 to $1,500,000 or more. The barndominium structural system still delivers a meaningful cost efficiency advantage at the luxury level, but that advantage narrows as finish quality rises, because premium materials and skilled craftspeople cost what they cost regardless of the structural system beneath them. The value proposition of the luxury Dogtrot Barndominium at this price point is not primarily about saving money compared to conventional luxury construction. It is about achieving a spatial quality, an architectural character, and a connection to the landscape that conventional luxury construction cannot replicate at any price. Work with an architect who has completed luxury barndominium projects, not one who is learning on your budget. Hire a general contractor with documented experience in high-end metal building residential construction, and budget a contingency of 15 to 20% above your base estimate. Because luxury projects by their nature involve custom work, long lead materials, and the kind of detail-level decisions that generate cost adjustments throughout the construction process. If this video showed you something genuinely new about what luxury home design can look like outside the conventional market, hit that like button right now. It takes 1 second, and it helps this content reach the people who are ready to build at this level. Subscribe and turn on notifications, because we cover luxury alternative builds, real design intelligence, and honest construction knowledge every single week. Drop a comment below and tell me, what would be the single most important space in your luxury Dogtrot Barndominium and why? I read every comment, and I genuinely love this conversation. Share this video with someone who is designing their forever home and has not yet discovered what the Dogtrot Barndominium format can deliver at the luxury level. Build beautifully. Build with intention. I will see you in the next one.